It's a new week, and it's the final turning point for Season 2 within Warzone and Cold War. Today we're going to run down the changes that we know of up on deck here for this week that have been detailed by Call of Duty and Activision for what is coming in this week. So as we go along, let me know your thoughts down below. Are you guys hoping to see anything in particular? If so, what is it? What are you looking forward to the most out of this week? And of the things detailed, what's your favorite? As well, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Warzone, Cold War, and anything COD related. We're on the road to 400,000 subscribers, and we'll keep this with absolutely everything you need to know. If you guys are interested in joining the community, I'd love to have you. That said, let's jump into the week ahead and what's up on deck. So as with most Mondays, we got a blog post from Call of Duty talking about the events upcoming, and that's where the majority of this information will be coming from. So if you want to check it out, links in the description below for you guys to the whole blog post. But here's what's up on deck. The biggest thing likely being that of the brand new sniper rifle coming to Cold War and Warzone, the ZRG 20mm. Now, this following in line with that pattern that we've seen introduced here all throughout Season 2, with a new weapon introduced every 2 weeks. And coming up on this now being the 2-week mark until Season 3 kicks off for Cold War and Warzone, it makes sense. The ZRG, though, is going to be that final weapon for Season 2. It's a new sniper that will be available via in-game challenge or via a shot bundle. That's my knowledge. I think if I remember correctly, the challenge was tethered to long shots. I think that's what it was. It could be one shot, one kills, but I'm pretty sure it was long shots that I remember seeing from data mined information. But this will be available alongside updates later this week, but then also via a shot bundle, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Then we'll also see a brand new operator introduced within Cold War and Warzone, that being Rivas, the final operator as well for Season 2. We're kind of closing out now on Season 2 with this update this week, but to me, operators are a little bit less important comparatively to, say, things like weapons or camos or blueprints, because you don't see them on a regular basis. The most you'll end up seeing from a first-person perspective when you play is the hand models. So I'm not too concerned about picking up a new operator if there's no free challenge associated with them, but Rivas will be available in the shop this week to finish out the post-Season 2 launch operator offerings. Now, as for game modes introduced here coming this week, we're actually going to see something pretty cool, something that was detailed for this week that we've seen before, but not in Cold War, or well, officially, because it was kind of leaked out. I think in Season 1 at one point, there was a UI error that popped this up and let players know this is going to be coming at some point, but gunfight tournaments are returning in Cold War, carrying on that tradition that Modern Warfare brought up, and up until recently actually kept on doing. There was one like 2 or 3 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, that happened for a short period of time. But gunfight tournaments see 16 teams of 2 playing in a bracket-style tournament where you play through 4 different rounds in hopes of being that last team standing. They detailed in the blog post for this week that the rewards look to be in line with what we had from Modern Warfare, and each round progression you make it further and further, earning more things, increasing levels of reward as you go further naturally. So things like emblems, calling cards, charms, XP, and at the very top of it for the winners, an exclusive blueprint that you can only end up earning through that gunfight tournament. Though right now there's no details on what these will look like. We have no idea of the blueprint or anything like that, but that should be something we know of, at least a preview when the tournament comes later on in the week. So a cool addition for sure. If you guys like that kind of stuff, exclusive content, and a little bit of that competition, this is definitely for you. I know that I'm definitely gonna be jumping into it. Pretty excited for that one. As for some quality of life changes on the Cold War side of things, we do see that Gunsmith Customs is going to be introduced here with this. This being in Cold War, you're now going to have the ability to mix and match attachments with weaponry for blueprints, exactly how you can with Modern Warfare and Warzone, where if you wanted a custom barrel with a custom mag on 2 different blueprints, you can put those 2 together on the same build of the same weapon. It's not like you can transfer the camo from one weapon to another, but in that same weapon offering, you can end up using multiple blueprints to make a Frankenstein sort of build of your weapon. Now, that's cool and all, but what I'm really happy about is that it seems like you can also now save your blueprints, at least via this custom method. Now, that doesn't mean that you can necessarily just base customize your weapons without any camos, but at the same time, I personally really wouldn't need that. So it seems like you'll be able to save these custom Frankenstein blueprints and then be able to choose them and select them as you go on and equip things elsewhere in Cold War. Now, if that's actually happening, fingers crossed that allows functionality in Warzone as well. I know that you can't save things directly from Cold War weaponry to be custom blueprints within Warzone, but if it is something that recognizes the inventory that this is a custom blueprint, you should be able to save these things in Cold War and then transfer them over to Warzone. So that will be definitely something that is incredibly nice in terms of just simply being able to get your class set up a little faster. I'm all for that. Over on the Warzone side of things, we're of course going to see that zombie spread and change here with this. We end up seeing that we're on that pattern, of course, and then also a little behind the scenes thing. I actually ended up getting a notification that another package is going to be coming to some of these COD content creators, myself included. So it will give a little bit of a teaser as of tomorrow for where we'll see those zombies go next, or spread potentially to multiple locations. Now, this also means, though, that we'll see continual changes and progressions of that protocol containment level that we end up seeing currently, with those missiles flying above and that emergency broadcast alert happening in different areas and maybe more frequently and with a different message this time. So it seems like on the Warzone side of things, it's going to be kind of business as usual in terms of playstyle and what we have on offer for game modes and everything. But when it comes to setting the stage for things ramping up a little further, it still is going to continue that gradually. Now, the only other thing that comes in the way of this week in terms of updates in what was detailed here is that of shop updates. Now, this weekend, we saw the introduction of the Dragon's Greed bundle for 2,000 COD points, which actually is pretty cool here, especially if you play Cold War, because these are weapons that would be better in Cold War. But it comes with the Maniac Bulldozer skin, which looks pretty awesome in my opinion, the Gargoyle Krig blueprint, the Monumental Diamati blueprint, the Violent Nature emblem, the Greedy Spirit sticker, the Open Hatch calling card, and the Goalie Mask charm. Again, all for 2,000 COD points. That's available as of right now for this week. But coming back to it later in the week, we'll see updates on Thursday and then also throughout the weekend as well. And the two big things that look to be coming as of this Thursday are the ZRG 20mm Blueprint Bundle and the Rivas Operator Bundle. For the Blueprint Bundle, that being the Jackpot Sniper, this coming along at a cheaper than usual price of 1,200 COD points, but coming with the Big Shot ZRG Blueprint, the $1 Million Chip Charm, the Big Spender Emblem, and the Full House sticker. Now, this will give you immediate access to the ZRG, but normally speaking, purchasing these kind of blueprint bundles before unlocking the base weapon won't allow you to access the gunsmith and attachments before you unlock it. So, to my knowledge, that's still the case, but with recent adjustments made with the mid-season update to weapon progression, you should still be able to rank it up in the background now, making things kind of retroactive once you unlock it, which should be helpful. But just know that for now, attachments and immediate customization outside of the blueprint itself will be limited and off limits until that base weapon is unlocked. So, these blueprints, whenever introduced in conjunction with the unlock, are kind of that trial run usage of the weapon, where you can play around with it immediately, but you don't have the full access to it. As we mentioned, though, with the update, we'll also see the Rivas bundle for 2,400 COD points coming with the Rivas Operator, naturally, the Barbarian Krig 6 blueprint, the Cable Knit 74U blueprint, the Rebellion Sword blueprint, the Pattern Weave Watch, the Between the Legs finisher, the Tiny Hawk charm, the Braided Tomahawk emblem, and the Change of Plans calling card. And the final installment this week is coming later on over the weekend, which that's the Hellscream bundle. This being a Mastercraft bundle for 2,400 COD points that comes along with the Mastercraft for the Pellington, which has a unique inspect animation. Now, this is the Mortal Anguish blueprint, and the inspect animation is the bullet kind of coming out of that chamber as if it's sort of possessed with a reddish glow coming from the chamber, and then it's sucked back in. It's a really cool animation. My only thing, though, is that it's, well, the Pellington. And for Cold War, it's not half bad, but I'm never going to use the Pellington in a serious nature unless there's a buff to it in Warzone. So it's kind of 50-50 here with me for this one. But the bundle itself comes with the Brutalizer Street Sweeper, the Ghostport Nova skin, the Pincushion Charm, the Hyper Scream Watch, the Organic Vehicle Horn, the Chain Snapper Calling Card, the Tortured Soul Emblem, and the Broken Link sticker. Now, that's the shop offering, and if you'd like to support the channel a little further, like JF, Alexander, Chirp, and Chap have, you can use code ESPRESSO in the in-game item shop. That is entirely optional and, of course, is in no way needed, but if you'd like to do so, it does help the channel out a little bit. If you ever do, though, tweet me a picture. I'd love to shout out some of your generous support in upcoming videos. But that said, that is everything that we had detailed here for the week ahead here. Again, a little bit of a bigger week as per that normal flip-flop that we had, but with the mistiming of the mid-season update coming at week 5 rather than week 4 of season 2, we kind of actually have 2 decent weeks, one after another. So that'll be nice here, but this will probably be the last sort of big update before season 3 kicks off and season 2 goes away. So that right now, though, is where we're at. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Are you looking forward to anything in particular? Like what you see on deck? Maybe not so much. Whatever it is, feel free to let me know. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so this single thing running all things Warzone, Cold War, and anything COD related. We'll keep you up to date with absolutely everything you need to know. As well, if you guys also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, those are the best places to get content on YouTube. Practically live on both those. If you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, that link is down there in the description below. But that said, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.